So today in this video we'll see the solutions for day 4 class versus instance problem of the 30 days of code challenge on HackerRank. The author of this problem is Blondie Bytes. The difficulty level is easy. The maximum score is 30 and it has been submitted by around 4 lakh people. Now let's read the objective. So in this challenge we are going to learn about difference between a class and an instance. Because this is an object oriented concept, it is only enabled in certain languages like Java and C++. You can check the tutorial tab for learning materials and an instructional video. So this was our objective. The task is write a person class with an instance variable age and a constructor that takes an integer initial age as a parameter. So first we have to declare a class whose name is person, and it has a instance variable age. So this will be an integer variable age, and we also have to create a constructor initial age. Remember, a will be capital, and that takes an integer which will be the age as a parameter. So the constructor must assign initial age to age after confirming the argument passed as initial age is not negative. If a negative argument is passed as initial age, the constructor should set age to 0 and print age is not valid, setting age to 0. So we are also preparing for the corner cases here. Suppose the age given by the user is negative, which is obviously false. Age cannot be negative. So we are tackling that corner case by printing that the age is not valid, and we are setting the age to 0. So this is a verification constructor, and in addition you must write the following instance methods. Year passes should increase the age instance variable by 1. So we have to create a method year passes that increases the age variable by 1, which is basically saying age is equal to age plus 1. And the second method will be am I old, that should perform the following conditional actions. So we'll be using an if else statement in the program. The first condition is if age less than 13, print you are young. So if the age is less than 13, we'll print you are young. If the age is greater than 13 and age is less than 18, uh, remember here we have to put an equal to, since this was less than 13, so we have to put greater than or equal to 13. And age less than 18, then print you are a teenager. So 13 to 18 is a teenager. And the third condition is the last statement, otherwise print you are old. So if the user is less than 13, then he's young. If the user is between the ages of 13 and 18, 13 included, then the user is a teenager. And if the age is greater than 18, then he is old. To help you learn by example and complete this challenge, much of the code is provided for you, but you will be writing everything in the future. The code that creates each instance of your person class is in the main method. Don't worry if you don't understand it all quite yet. So basically, since you are a beginner, if you are solving this problem, you do not have to worry too much about what is a class, what is an instance. You can just look for it online, but you do have to write the logic for these conditional statements, and you do have to create these methods that do the job. So we have a note here: do not remove or alter the stub code in the editor. So stub code is the code that is already present in the editor before you code something, and you do not have to remove anything from that. You just have to write the logic that is given here. Now the input format, input is handled for you by the stub code in the editor. The first line contains an integer t. So the first line contains an integer t, which is the number of test cases that will run on this code. and the t subsequent lines each contain an integer denoting the age of a person instance. So that age is basically an integer, and since there are t test cases, t number of test cases, then we have t ages, right? So this is basically a for loop running that takes t number of inputs, integer inputs, and stores them in age instance, age variable. The constraints are t belongs to 1 to 4 and the age belongs to -5 to 30. So this is the constraint, but we also have to check for negative numbers since age cannot be negative. Output format complete the method definitions provided in the editor so they meet the specifications outlined above. The code to test your work is already in the editor. If your methods are implemented correctly, each test case will print 2 or 3 lines depending on whether or not valid initial age was passed to the constructor. So the methods have already been declared. We just have to write the logic for it, and each test case will print 2 or 3 lines depending on whether or not the age is valid. Okay. So here is a sample input 4, -1, 10, 16 and 18. So 4 is the number of test cases, and here we have 4 integers. The first one is -1, second one is 10, third one is 16 and fourth one is 18. So -1 is clearly a wrong number for age since age cannot be negative. So here you can see age is not valid, setting age to 0, right? And we see these you are young 2 times, and we'll see how these are printed twice and thrice, right? So the explanation is test case 0, which means the first test case, initial age is equal to 1. Because initial age is less than 0, our code must set age to 0 and print the age is not valid message followed by the young message. 3 years pass and age is equal to 3, so we print the young message again. Okay, so this first condition, the initial age is equal to -1, has printed 2 lines, right? First one is age is not valid message, and second one is you are young message. Then we have the test case one, initial age is equal to 0 because initial age is less than 13. Our code should print that the person is young. 3 years pass and age is equal to 13, so we print that the person is now a teenager. So initially the age was 10, so the person is young, and we print you are young, right? This second you are young, and then the person becomes 13 years of age after 3 years, so we print that the person is now a teenager, so this you are a teenager. And for the test case 2, uh, basically a test case number 2 here is basically the third test case. Initial age is equal to 16, so 16 belongs to the 13 to 18 part, and so our code should print that the person is a teenager. After 3 years the age will be 19, and now the person is old, so we print you are old. The fourth test case, initial age is equal to 0, so initial age is greater than equal to 0, initial age greater than equal to 18. Our code should print that the person is old. 3 years pass and the person is still old because the age is 21. So we print the you are old message again, right? So basically we are checking the age 2 times, right? So first condition is the current age, and the second condition is after 3 years of passing. So we write the code for this all this logic now. We'll be using the Java language. So the first uh, we see a private integer age. So this private integer age, the age variable, is inside this person class, right? So we are solving the problem for class versus instance. We can see the person class has already been declared. Also, the age variable has also been declared for us. We do not have to change anything here. You can see the comments where you need to write the code. So we have this person constructor, this public person constructor that takes the parameter integer initial age. You can see here, maybe you see this cursor fluctuating. So here we have to put a check whether the uh, initial age is negative or not. So if initial age is less than 0, which means if the initial age is 0, we have to print that age is not valid. So age is not valid, setting age to 0, right? So here the initial age is negative. If the initial age is negative, we have to print that statement. So we write system dot out dot println. So this statement is used in Java when we have to print one line. So what this statement does is it prints something in a line and then it automatically switches to the next line. So we print this string that we just copy this from here to make sure we are writing it correctly. Copy this and then paste this inside here. We also have to put a full stop there. Then put semicolon after this to end this statement, and that is it for the check, the constructor check. And here we have to increment this person's age, and the year passes method has one parameter, so the age should increase by 1. We'll write that later. First we need to write this am I old method. So you'll see two keywords here, public and void. We'll not worry too much about the public here. We'll see what void means. Void basically means that you do not have to return something from inside this method. So this am I old method doesn't return anything when called, and this hence this keyword void. So what does this am I old keyword do? Am I old method. So this checks for the conditions of age. So less than 13 you are young, greater than equal to 13 and less than 18 you are a teenager. So first we write the condition for you are young. Uh, we'll have the parameter, so integer age, and then we'll take the condition. If age is less than 13, then we have to print, so system dot out dot println. We print the string you are young. Do not forget to put the full stop, then end with a semicolon. Now we write another else if condition. Else if the age is greater than equal to 13 and age is less than 18. So we print out that you are a teenager. System.out.println you a teenager. End with a semicolon. We have to write the last case, that is if both these conditions do not satisfy, then the person is old. So you are old. We do not have to check for anything, we just write the else condition. This is the last option, and we simply print system.out.println you are old. Just make sure to not say this to a girl, right? And this is it, I guess. Insert correct print statement here. We just have to delete this. We don't need this. Okay, so let's expand this last main method. This is actually the primary method. You see this public static void main here, right? This public static void main. This is actually the primary method that drives a Java program. Execution starts from here. So we'll see by expanding what does this look like. So first the person am I old is called. Okay, so there is a loop that runs for 3 times in which the object is called, and object calls the method, and the year passes method will increase the age. Okay, so we need to change one thing here. We don't need parameters since they are not passing any parameters. We are just calling it with the object, the instance that we made here in this line number 36. You can see person p is equal to new person age. So this person, the second person keyword, is a constructor, and this age is that parameter, and this p is an instance. So this was a class constructor, so we created the instance of this class, right? So this p is an object or an instance of that class which calls these 3 functions. So we don't need parameters in these functions, or you can say methods, since it is Java. So we delete this parameter from here, from this amiold method. We'll just use directly age because age is declared here. And with this year passes, we write age is equal to age plus 1. So I think that is it. That is all we have to do for now. And yeah, let's run this and test for the code.
So there are two things we forgot to do. First one is that we need to initialize the age variable. So we have to assign 0 to the age if the initial age parameter is less than 0. So age is equal to 0. We write inside this if statement, and outside the if statement we have to assign initial age to the age variable if this condition is not satisfied. So age is equal to initial age. We are doing this because we need to put some value inside this age variable. Otherwise, there is no purpose in evaluating the age here. So we run the code again, and we check if the test cases are passing. Okay, so the test cases have been passed. Then we submit the code. Okay, so all the test cases have been passed. You can have a look at it. You can pause the video here. So this is the code. Right. This is the code for the person constructor. This is for the amiold method. You can pause it here, and this is for the year passes method. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.